Man, I wish there was something I could use to lift heavy objects. I want to be the chosen one.
Well, we have just the thing.
This is a back exoskeleton designed for you to help lift heavy objects.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Not yet. First we need to learn about back exoskeletons and why they should not be used to lift heavier objects.
Hey, welcome to Assistive Robotics Live. Even though you may not have seen one before, back exoskeletons are actually pretty common. There are many different models that have been made both by research groups and companies, and several are available for purchase. If you have a few $1,000s sitting around, you too could be the proud owner of a new back exoskeleton. But why is everyone making back exoskeletons? Well, the short answer is because people hurt their backs. Back injuries are by far the most common type of injury in industrial settings, and you probably know someone who's had back pain at some point in their life. There are many activities in both the workplace and the home that require bending and lifting, like picking up heavy boxes. Even things like gardening, harvesting vegetables, or shoveling snow require bending forward and lifting. And a back exoskeleton can make these a whole lot easier on your back. So how do they work?
Back exoskeletons provide gravity compensation for your torso. Normally, when you bend forward to pick something up, your back muscles need to do a lot of work lifting the weight of your torso back to a standing position. You have a back exoskeleton, like this thin piece of carbon fiber. This will pull back on your shoulders, back on your legs, and push forward at your waist. Then in that case, you can see if things are just right, the weight of your torso is balanced by the force pulling upward from the back exoskeleton. Here you can see it's just about perfect at this position and maybe a little too weak at the top. With a back exoskeleton, your back muscles then don't need to do as much work to lift your torso back to a vertical position. If you then go to lift up a heavy box or object, your back muscles still need to do something now because the weight of the object plus your torso is a lot more than what the back exoskeleton can support by itself, because the back exoskeleton doesn't have any motors. It just lifts up the weight of your torso. However, your muscles need to do a little bit less work while wearing the back exoskeleton and lifting a box than if you didn't have a back exoskeleton.
So a back exoskeleton provides gravity compensation for your torso, making your torso feel almost weightless if it's set up right. You've probably also seen gravity compensation other places without realizing it.
You might have gravity compensation a couple places in your house. The first place is in your garage door. Garage doors are really heavy, so to make it easier on the motor, they have a spring, which is either at the top, like in mine, or sometimes it's on the side. And the spring holds up the weight of the garage door so the motor can be smaller and still be able to lift it up effectively. Gravity compensation also could be found in your house in the blinds. In the bar at the top, there's a spring which pulls up on the two little cords inside the blind. And those hold the weight of the bottom part of the blind up and hold it in different positions. So it's very easy to pull it down. When you lift it up again, the spring is doing most of the work and you can lift it with just a single finger. Almost all cars have a gravity compensation system for their trunk. The trunk's really heavy, so they put a gas spring between two special locations, and that makes the trunk feel almost weightless. Up at the top, the spring is a little too strong and it pushes the trunk up, but down at the right spot, the trunk actually balances by itself, and if it's lower than that, then it'll close.
Now, let's find out if a back exoskeleton can actually make you stronger.
We have one here which we made in our lab. We have two brave volunteers, very brave, to test their strength with the exoskeleton and without it. And we're gonna see which of them can lift more while wearing the exoskeleton versus without it. And they're gonna be competing for the most valuable tiny trophy made of pure... All right, I'll keep that in my pocket for now. All right, so this exoskeleton is made out of carbon fiber, just like we saw earlier. Jackie and Alex are gonna first see how much they can lift without an exoskeleton, and then try it again with an exoskeleton, and we'll see if it's more. We have two bars here. We have a force sensor in between, which will record how hard they're pulling. All right, Alex will go first. Oh, superhuman strength, look at that. I see 370. Oh my goodness, he's a monster! All right, now I'll have Jackie go without the exoskeleton first. All right, Remember, keep a straight back. Good lifting technique is lift with your legs, not your back.
Like this.
Exactly, yep. Ready, go! 173. All right, next up, the exoskeleton. Your mighty tool, sir. Next, Alex will be testing his strength with the exoskeleton. Let's go. 73, 90. Wow! 390 pounds, this man is a beast! Monster! Excellent. About 20 pounds more than you did last time.
Okay. Woo!
All right, Jackie is up. Test the strength with the exoskeleton. $191.
Haha! I lifted more.
So before we go on, let's take a quick look at who should be able to lift more with the exoskeleton.
The exoskeleton produces lifting force as a function of how much it's bent. The more it's bent, the more force it provides. Alex and Jackie have just about the same amount of exoskeleton bend, so they should have just about the same amount of extra force from the exoskeleton. Let's see.
It's time for our awards ceremony. Our contestants, labored and strained, competing for the ultimate trophy. And now we will award the trophy to the victor. Neither of you won.
What?
It's actually not good to lift more with an exoskeleton. And here's why. When you lift, maybe your back is supported and maybe your back is doing just as much as it did before. But your arms, your elbows, your shoulders, your knees, and your feet, they're all doing more. They have to do the extra weight, and they're not used to that. So you can get hurt. Don't do it, people. We have highly trained professionals who were willing to suffer for this educational message. So I'm sorry. Neither of you get the trophy. I'm sorry. Better luck next time.
Give it a go.
Whoa, I think this will do the trick. I'm the chosen one!
He's the chosen one!
Hey, thanks for watching Assistive Robotics Live. Please subscribe and smash that like button. Funding for this was provided by the National Science Foundation, which supports science research and education. See you next time.